see that, Frank?
Dylan, this is crazy. Come on, this is my brother. This isn't some gang guy who, you know, goes around the middle of the night hijacking trucks.
But Bridget, he was there, okay?
Yeah, he told you what happened. He hitched a ride. Maybe you shouldn't have done that, okay. But, you know, these idiots with guns jumped out. Why are you assuming that he's lying to you?
It's called being convicted on circumstantial evidence, Bridge. It happens all the time. Why don't you go ahead and call the cops, Dylan, and get it over with?
Matt, one of the reasons we didn't call the cops is because we want to give you a chance to prove us wrong.
Yeah, we're giving you that chance right now.
No, you're not. You know what the two of you are doing? You're just ganging up
All right,
on
all
us.
right. Hey, slow down. Let's just forget about the hijacking for 1 second. Let's fast forward to last night when the construction site was trashed, okay? Now, I assume you're going to tell me you had nothing to do with that.
That's right.
Fine. Where were you?
Just a minute.
Hi, I'm looking for Sam Hutchinson.
I'm Sam Hutchinson. You must be, Nick.
Yeah.
You're a little early.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 9 o'clock. Look, why don't I come back in about a half an hour, all right?
Don't be silly. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. It'll take me 2 minutes to get ready.
Me to believe that someone released Alan from prison without notifying a single member of his family.
That's exactly what happened.
Donna! Donna! You shrieked? I want you to place a call for me to Carrollton. I want to speak to the warden immediately and tell him it's about my brother.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, I know it's a shock. I'd like to know how Alan talked the prison officials into concealing all this. The warden put on quite an act for me.
You went to Carrollton yourself?
Well, you know, I was worried about my daughter, worried about the lengths to which Alan would go to get her to sign over his assets, so I went to warn him off. I get there, and I get this whole song and dance about the prisoner being unavailable, and luckily for me, the warden left me alone in his office long enough to do a little on-the-spot research. And that's when I discovered that our reclusive prisoner has been out of the slammer for months.
But I saw him there, Roger. We all did. You know damn well we did. We had dinner with him not 6 weeks ago. Yes.
You call his place, Miss Spaulding?
Thank you.
So, I want to make a toast to Ed and Eve, my dad, and to all those good feelings our family's gonna have.
Here.
Well done. Did you think of that yourself?
That was beautiful.
Edward, what's the matter? I got the wrong glass. I don't understand. I just took my first drink in 13 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I add my congratulations?
Alan.
Forgive the intrusion, Dr. Bauer, but I couldn't miss this. Not after I owe your lovely fiancée so much. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Was he thanking
But that's the man. That's the man on the beach that was shot.
That's Alan Spaulding, Eve. No wonder you didn't catch his name. It's Alan Spaulding who's supposed to be in prison.
Uncle Ed, he was given 6 months off of his prison term because he was instrumental in helping stop a prison riot where a guard was held hostage.
I don't understand this. We just had dinner with you the other night at the prison.
I have some explaining to do about that evening, Mindy. Is my sister here?
No, she left early. She said she was feeling sick.
Call me psychic, but I know what tomorrow's headline is going to be.
Well, I guess we can run the story on Alan Spaulding you've been researching.
Nobody was really happy to see him. Not even Dr. Bauer.
Oh, well, there are a lot of reasons for that. Not the least of which is Alan had a rather sordid affair with a woman Ed was married to years ago. But of course, you might have heard a different perspective on that.
Why would I have heard anything?
Roger has led me to believe you have a special insight into Alan Spaulding.
No, I hardly know him. Excuse me.
What did he say?
Well, he didn't deny it. I'm sure you picked up that much. Apparently, my brother's some kind of folk hero in that prison now. Evidently, well, Detective Cutter told me all about it. I really didn't believe it, but evidently he's stopped an uprising single-handedly and... How in the world did he do it? I mean, we were all there. We saw his cell. There were other prisoners all around. How did he get so many people to go along with such an elaborate ruse?
Well, you know, Spaulding name, Spaulding money. People tend to be cooperative.
All the time he's just been circling me, huh? Just playing with me, yes. Laughing at me.
Now, don't forget, Alex. He made a fool of me, too. During this whole prison supper, he arranged for me to be discovered in this very room next to an open wall safe. If it hadn't been for your dropping the charges, Holly and I might be in jail.
You're right, Roger. It's all Alan's doing.
Well, this is a first. For once in our lives, Alex, we find ourselves in the same leaky boat.
Stop. All of you, everybody. I mean, Matt's really outnumbered here.
So what does being outnumbered have to do with telling the truth? Man, if you got nothing to hide, it shouldn't matter if 50 people are asking you questions. We're listening. We just want to know where you were last night.
Well, for
I
heaven's sake.
was out running a few errands.
David said you went to the movies, all right?
Yeah, that's right.
What theater?
I don't know the name of it.
What was playing, Matt?
Something I didn't want to see, so I got something to eat and I walked around for a while. Is that all right with you?
So you're saying that last night you were on your own? Nobody around, nobody saw you, is that it?
Had I known I was going to need an alibi, I would have hung out with someone last night. I didn't know I was going to be put on trial.
Yeah, I mean, what's so strange about it? You know, a person goes out. You've done the same. You don't always know where you're going to go or...
Vanessa, what we have here is an unfortunate coincidence. But this man is also wanted by the Indiana police.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Richard?
That arrest warrant is bogus. And even if it wasn't, you know, it wouldn't give you the right to accuse him of being a part of this hijacking thing.
What arrest warrant?
Matt's wanted in Indiana for car theft and, what is it, assault? Assault.
Is that true?
I guess I should have known that it was Alan Michael's father because he was so desperate to give this man help, but I'd never met him before. I didn't know what Alan Spaulding looked like.
Alan Michael should never have put you in that position.
Well, the man was dying. I help him. Why don't you tell me what happened between you and Alan Spaulding?
This was supposed to be our night. Wasn't it? Wasn't this supposed to be our night? You've changed me so completely. You've changed me, and I can't ever go back to being what I was. I am a complete mess if I don't have you.
What are you talking about if you don't have me? Of course you have me. You have me for the rest of your life. Sickness and health, the whole 9 yards.
And you have me. Warts and all.
So why don't you tell me what's on your mind? Excuse me. I'm sorry, but, listen, Eleni made this very special dessert, and I just didn't know if I should tell her to bring it out. Do we still have a party?
Yes, of course we do. It's wonderful.
I'm sorry we disappeared like that. I didn't...
No. That's okay. I understand. I mean, who knew a bomb was going to crash in the middle of the room?
But we are not going to let this man ruin your night, okay?
Right.
Okay. So shall I tell Eleni to bring on the calories?
Yeah, bring them on.
Great.
Yeah. Well?
I'll be right with you.
Oh, I have never seen a party come crashing down this fast in my life.
Spaulding certainly does seem to have an effect on things.
You know, I can't believe that's Alan Michael's father. I've heard so much about him, but he is nothing like what I expected.
Please, the guy walks in the place like he owns it, and everybody in it. Come on.
Eleni, have you seen the guests of honor? I have to make my goodbyes.
No, I haven't, and I wish they'd come back. They look so happy, don't they?
They certainly seem to be, yes.
You are. You okay?
Yeah, I keep thinking I'm gonna be. I just have this strange, this like buzzing sound in my ears. You don't get a buzz. One drink, a couple of swallows, you just wouldn't think it would hit you so hard.
You can actually feel it.
It's pretty instantaneous. It's kind of like I just injected it right into my veins, you know, and then I think, oh, it's all in your mind. It's just weird. It's really weird.
Ed, why don't you sit back down for a minute?
No, what I have to do, actually, is I got to get to a meeting. Right now, I got to get to an AA meeting. Easy for you to explain, wouldn't it? I mean, just...
Look. You did not drink on purpose.
I'm not saying I have anything to be ashamed about. I'm just saying that I got to go to an AA meeting and talk about it because that's what you do. You make a stupid mistake like that, you go to a meeting and you talk about it because if you don't do that, it's like, it's the covering up. See, that's the dicey part. It's the sweeping it under the rug, and that's the old patterns.
Okay, you're gonna go to a meeting. You can do it tomorrow, all right?
Okay.
Hell, I might even go with you. Alan Spaulding appears, the Serenity Prayer starts to look pretty good. Maybe it'll keep me from going for his throat, huh?
He walks back into my life like he never left it.
So, Mindy, where is your husband?
He's called away on business.
Oh, yes. Rehearsing for his ascendancy to the Spaulding throne. When was it my sister said he would be taking over?
December 1st.
Ah, yes, I remember now. But I don't believe everything my sister says. Do you?
We always have capital on hand in case a good investment opportunity arises. And as far as we're concerned, this is it.
Would you like a Mai Tai? They're my specialty.
Sure, just as long as you double the pineapple juice and leave out the rum.
I guess we should keep our heads clear if we're going to be discussing dollars and cents.
Right. Since we have our heads clear, I happen to know that Spaulding's been pursuing this deal for about 18 months. Why did you choose now to express interest?
Well, it's very simple. We heard that there was change brewing. A new, aggressive posture symbolized by a new, aggressive, young president.
Well, I'll get there, but I haven't received all the votes just yet.
Well, I wouldn't worry. I think you are just what Spaulding Enterprises needs.
I didn't tell anyone about the warrant because it exposed me to trumped-up charges that could get me 8 years in a state penitentiary for something I didn't do. The person that brought the charges up on me is very influential in that town, and I don't think my word would have stood up to that.
Yeah, you know, it was this woman, and she was having this thing with him and everything, and then she
Bridget,
didn't want
it
a
doesn't
husband
matter.
party. No, it's true. You didn't know that she was married, Matt. She didn't tell him right that she was married, and then she got afraid that her husband would figure the whole thing out and everything, so she lent Matt her car. So Matt goes driving off in the car. She calls the police, tells the police that Matt took her car. Then to make everything worse, she tells the police that Matt hit her.
Bridget, shut up. Just shut up, okay?
Whoa, whoa. She's defending you. What's the problem?
I don't think we need to go through all the gory details, Dylan.
Why not? Do they maybe sound a little bit like what you were doing last night?
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. You got a lady friend you don't want to tell us about? Is that where you were when you said you were walking around?
You people are out of your minds.
Matt, it'd be easier, okay? I mean, if you were with someone who doesn't really matter, just tell them.
Look, listen, slow here, Matt. We're just trying to get a clear picture, okay? I mean, me personally, I really want to believe that you're innocent because you saved my baby's life. I really want to believe the best in you. Do you understand me? But every time we want to bring something up to you, you don't want to talk about it.
I gotta tell you something, too. It doesn't help a whole lot that you're avoiding the law. Now, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that you're going after my nephew, Dylan, because you think he won't get hurt in this process because he's got a rich family and we'll bail him out, and I think...
Josh, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Okay, well, hold on here, okay? If you give us the name of all the other hijackers, then maybe we can work out some kind of a plea bargain with you.
Plea bargain?
Matt, just give us the names.
I'm at it.
Listen, I haven't had a chance to tell Eve about the drink yet, so...
Yeah. Not the only thing that happened tonight, Jim. And you will tell me.
Yeah, no, I mean, you don't put alcohol in your system after 13 years and take it lightly, but at the same time, I don't want to worry about this, and I don't want to go crazy and make too big a deal out of it, you know?
Look, I know you. You are going to handle it.
Yep. And right now, I'm going to handle it by going outside and breathing.
That's good.
I'm going to go breathe.
Good start.
Oxygen. Okay.
You know, I can't believe that Eve treats him for a gunshot wound, and then in a matter of days, he managed just to drag his sorry butt out of his bed and come over here and crash my party.
Did Eve explain any of this, like who shot him for him?
No, actually, she was not very clear on that. I think I should ask him.
No. Let somebody else do it. Let's go outside.
Why are Sid and Billy even talking to this man? Somebody should tell them to stay the hell away.
Hey, wait. Maybe somebody will, okay? But it's not going to be you. Last thing I need is for you to turn into Paul Revere and go through the town of Springfield warning all the good folks, all right? Now, I love you. And we agreed the way you're going to handle Alan Spaulding. Keep your voice down and just stay with me.
Oh, how sweet. My bodyguard.
Bodyguard. Not a bad idea, yeah. I need a cup of coffee, okay? Wait here.
Yeah. Not that anyone really needs it. The sight of Alan Spaulding in the flesh is sobering enough. Quite a shock, wasn't it?
To most of us, yeah. You looked a little rehearsed.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember Watergate? What do you know, and when did you know it?
I love it when you get into your special prosecutor mode, Ross.
You knew about Alan's release for weeks, and so did Roger. That's why you were so hot to tell Blake that she was one of Alan's trustees. Correct?
Hello. Wonderful party we're having, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Hello, Ross. Sydney. Miss Lindsay.
Yes, you and Blake really know how to do things upright.
Ross, I was wondering if you and I could get together next week, maybe for lunch or something. I'd like to talk to you about a few things.
Next week, that would be fine.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure you're really seen talking to me? I'm not the most welcome guest.
Well,
I can always say I was doing a story on you, which I am, about when you were going to get released from prison. Needless to say, the deadline has been moved up a bit.
Why do you have that assignment?
Holly Lindsay is my boss. Roger thinks I have some sort of a unique perspective to the inside you.
How much of the story are you going to tell?
Well, I'm not going to tell the world something I wouldn't tell Alan Michael. But I figure I can, I don't know, write about your participation in the prison riots and talk about your plans for the future.
Mr. Spaulding doesn't have a future. At least not in this town, he doesn't.
Blake, I was afraid being married to that stuffy old lawyer might break your spirit. But I'm glad to see some things never change.
Well, don't just stand there, Roger. Why don't you help me look for it? After all, you're the spy that came in from the cold. You know where they hide listening devices. I know Alan. He's got them planted all over this place, all those bugging devices, 6 ways from Sunday.
Can't help you, Alex. We're living in the age of the microchip. If Alan planted anything in this house, it's going to take electronic equipment to track it down. It certainly wouldn't be visible to the naked eye, which is what I tried to point out to you that night you accused me of planting that bug under the mantel, remember? I hope you realize now that the reason it was so obvious was because Alan wanted you to find it.
He thought of everything, didn't he?
Yes, he certainly did. Even mussed up your bed so that you'd think Holly and I had been romping through your sheets.
Yes, well, please don't remind me of that. I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. You'd stop at nothing. However, I do find it hard to believe that Holly would just lust around in someone else's boudoir. I find it hard enough to believe she'd do that in her own home. But then, yes, of course, I'm sure she's behind that cool veneer, a raging whirlpool of desire. But mark my words, Roger, one of these days she's going to come to her senses and just look at you as a lost chapter she'd love to forget.
Don't you even want to know why?
Why Holly finds you so attractive?
Why Alan orchestrated that strange evening. He clearly wants us at each other's throats.
Well, it's beyond me why he thought he had to work so hard at that.
Well, he knows it's been a while since our troubles. Maybe he was afraid that we were getting ready to let bygones be bygones.
Well, he certainly did come up with a very good reason to have me think you should be arrested.
Look, it's pretty obvious that he's preparing a takeover of Spaulding. And an essential component of his plan is that we be sworn enemies. Now, don't you see that?
It's plausible.
Well, I don't know about you, but if Alan has his heart set on us hating each other, I can think of no better reason for you and I to become long-lost friends. What do you say?
I would really watch who you decide to insult, okay?
Like, don't waste your time.
No, listen, I am not afraid of you anymore. A little reminder, Tangi, this is the man who went to jail for trying to blow me up because he didn't think I was good enough for his son. You ought to think about that one if you decide to pursue your relationship with Alan Michael.
I never meant to hurt you, Blake. I've tried to explain that.
Ellen, nobody is interested in your explanations. There's not a person in this room whose life wasn't improved by your 5-year absence. Come on, Blake, let's go.
No, wait a minute. Alan, you know what? When you say that you don't think I've changed, you're wrong, because I have changed. I am not afraid of you anymore. In fact, you're really lucky that you didn't get shot in my neighborhood, because I would have sat there and I would have watched you bleed to death. I wouldn't help you if you were the last man on this earth. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Perfectly.
I've never seen her like that. Alan?
Where's my son?
He went to go and see if he could find Vanessa.
How could we even think of leaving when we're having this much fun?
I know. I can't wait to get out of here.
Good. I'll go look for Ed and say goodnight.
Okay, I'll meet you outside. I want to call Nick right now and tell him about Alan.
Wait a minute. You think this is a good idea? I mean, How is he going to feel? Maybe weird, being all the way down there in the Bahamas while the caviar's hitting the fan up here. How long is he going to be down there?
Well, just a day or two, but he might want to come back early when he knows what's going on around here.
You know what? You're right. He should know.
Yeah. Besides, I miss him like crazy. I can't sleep tonight without hearing his voice.
So why don't I call my legal department first thing in the morning and have them fax over a preliminary letter of intent for you to sign? Thank you.
Did I, say that I was signing anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the understanding.
I'll tell you what. I'll consider it if you, tell me about Zimbabwe. I was a big fan of your work as a reporter. I have to tell you, that Zimbabwe series was probably your best stuff.
Thank you.
And you know, you shared the byline with an old friend of mine, Marty.
Sloat? You know Marty Sloat? I don't believe it.
Yeah, we went to Dartmouth together. We were college sweethearts.
Oh.
And then you went and married somebody else. Tell me, why is it that all the good guys are all married to somebody else?
Are they really?
Well, you are. Aren't you?
Yes, I am. Very much married.
Well, see? So I guess, you and I are stuck here just talking about that old letter of intent.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Let's get to the chase, Roger. You're obviously not here out of the goodness of your heart, so what's in it for you?
Okay. Okay, Alex, fair enough. All I have left in the world is one half of one television station. Now, I'd bet the store that if Alan regains control of Spaulding, he's going to make ousting me from there his first priority, much like you and Nick tried to do recently. So, what I want from you, Alex, is this. If I help you avert this takeover from Alan, you swear hands off on my television station. Ah, what the hell. This was a fool's errand, wasn't it? Wrong number, Alex? So long.
Roger. It's an interesting thought. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But you want to go it alone. You and Sonny Boy up against Goliath. You don't need me. Where is Sonny Boy these days?
He's in the Bahamas tonight. Business meeting.
Ooh. Better not let Alan find out. He'd like nothing better than to get Nick out of the way, make his move. What's going on in the Bahamas?
Oh, something came up suddenly. Very suddenly. Oh, my God. Wait a minute, will you?
Michelle, have you seen your dad around?
No, I don't know where he went.
Oh, okay. Elena, have you seen Ed? No. Actually, I was worried about the two of you.
Oh, no.
We're having the best time.
Thanks, yeah.
You looking for somebody?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the man I'm supposed to marry. Maybe he changed his mind.
Oh, well, are you kidding me? He thinks this guy looks like he just hit the jackpot. Listen, my best to you, both of you.
Thanks. Hey, you too, right?
Yeah.
You and Nadine, you got married again, right?
Yeah, going for the Guinness Book of Records.
Good luck.
I'm glad. Here you are. Been looking all over for you. Where have you been? I went out to get some air, Ellen Michael.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know that my father was going to show up here tonight. I know that you're probably angry. You have every right to...
Do you have any idea what you did to Eve? She could have lost her license. She could have been arrested. It never occurred to you that you had some kind of a moral obligation to tell her.
I didn't tell her because I was trying to protect her. The least she knew about any of this, the better. That way, if somebody was to question her, then she wouldn't have anything to hide.
Oh. Wouldn't have anything to hide. Why don't you listen to yourself? You sound just like Alan. What has he been filling you with?
Listen, I went to Eve because you were away. If you had been there, I would have gone to you, and you would have helped him. You know you would. You wouldn't have let him die.
Don't you count on it.
You know, Uncle Ed, I know how you feel about him, but this man is my father. And he's been in prison for 5 years. And that changes a person. It's changed my father.
This is really crazy. You should be home in bed.
I am a little tired, I confess.
Please. Let me go get Alan Michael. All right? I'll let him know that you're not feeling so well. Well, your father's kind of exhausted about... I think he needs to go home.
If my car's outside, I'm gonna rest a moment and then I'll be
I don't think you should drive.
No, I'll be fine.
Well, I think I should take you.
Look, you two stay here and enjoy the party. I'm just a little upset I didn't get to say hello to Vanessa. I thought surely she'd be here.
I called her and they said she was on her way. I don't know what happened to her.
Well, no matter. I'll see her later, and I'll see you at home later.
Yeah, of course. Tangi, I really think that I should drive home.
Absolutely.
Look, I'll get you a car to come back.
I'll find a ride home. I will. Would you like me to help take you to the car?
No, that's not necessary, Tangi. We'll be all right.
I'll call you.
I don't care. I'm glad it happened. At least Alan knows where I stand now. I mean, he thought he could come back into town and just walk all over me? Well, he was wrong. I mean, maybe I'll have better luck with Alex or Vanessa or... But as far as I'm concerned, I am not turning over one damn thing to that man. He's sure he wants his assets back. I'm sure he's gonna threaten me, but I don't have to take it.
All right, Matt, let's face it, not weaseling out of this one.
All right. You want me to say something? I'll say something. This may come as a shock to all of you, but I don't know anything. I don't know who hijacked the truck. I don't know who trashed the construction site. I don't know squat. But that doesn't matter because you all think I'm guilty. But the law says that I'm innocent until you prove otherwise. And the bottom line is you don't have enough evidence to have me arrested. Do you?
No, the bottom line is, Matt, is that if you're guilty, we'll find it out.
Meantime, you're fired. I don't want to see you within 10 miles of the construction site. If you want to sue me, go ahead. And the job at Vanessa's, that's over. I'll get someone else to finish it.
I wish I knew what you think that I know. I want to help you. I love my sister. I've seen how upset she's been through this. I've seen how many people have been hurt. And if I could do something, I would, Dylan. I was on the damn truck by accident. It was dark as hell, and I was afraid if I showed my face, I'd get my head blown off. Now, I know this doesn't look very good, but I didn't do anything. And I will do whatever it takes to make you believe that. If that's the last thing that I do. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You didn't even get any of Elaine's cake. Do you want me to go get you a piece?
No, I want you to sit on my lap. Come here. I just want you to talk to me.
Oh, boy, I wish Alan Spaulding hadn't ruined tonight.
He didn't. He didn't ruin anything. Don't say that.
Yeah. I guess I'm lucky. I don't know him well enough for him to ruin anything for me. Particularly not this perfect night. And it was. It was perfect.
having all of our friends here tonight, and Michelle up there giving a toast, and Ross, and... Oh, God, I remember this as long as I live.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
And I love you. How about a little cake, too?
You're ruthless.
Please, just a little piece, huh? I'll be right back. A big piece.
Yeah.
Edward. Hey. We're gonna take off. Blake's already in the car. She sends her love.
Thank you for tonight. I mean, Eve just said it was perfect, and it was. It was perfect.
Don't I wish?
No, it really was. I mean, it meant the world to us. Thank you. Alan Spaulding can't ever change that.
You're a good sport for saying. Say, how'd the breathing go? You feeling better?
Oh, it's good. The breathing was good. I'm feeling much better. I really am. Now, tomorrow I'm going to call my sponsor and talk to him about the mixed-up drink business. I'm going to talk it over with Eve. I'm going to get some of that serenity back.
Okay. You send a little of that my way.
All right.
So, good night.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
You call me tomorrow.
Yep.
Frank?
Hey, Ross. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What's up?
I assume you know how gung-ho Blake is to start working for you.
Yes, he's been awfully perky, you know. I don't know how much of me there is to work for, though, right now, Ross. You know, with the detective agency just taking off and all that, I mean, there's really not much for her to do.
Yeah. How would you like an investor?
No, that's okay. I'm teasing you. What, do you know somebody?
Yeah. Frank, it is important to me to get Blake in a safe situation, okay? And I'd rather have her working for good people than sitting home all alone. How much money is it that you need?
30,000?
Oh,
yeah, that's the problem.
All right. I'll find a way, and I will lend you the $30,000.
Ross, are you serious?
Yeah, but you promise me that you keep an eye on Blake, all right? Now that she's waved the red flag in front of Alan Spaulding, I don't want her to be left alone for a minute. We'll talk.
I just don't understand why you didn't tell me that you were showing up. I didn't know myself. I was at home and I got to thinking about how many people would be there, and suddenly it became clear to me. And I said, tonight. I'm sorry it was so difficult for you.
No, it was more difficult for you.
I guess it won't be long before Alexandra gets the news, huh?
Yeah. Should be in a real state. Bracing herself for the worst.
All the better for Roger to offer a helping hand.
Yes, my son, Nick Spaulding, is in the Bahamas this evening meeting with one of your executives. Yes. Mr. Sam Hutchinson. Hutchinson. That's right. See, I called his hotel room, but he doesn't seem to be registered under that name, and this is a very high-level meeting on offshore... But that's impossible. All right. Thank you. Well, whoever called and set that meeting with Nick is using a false name.
Oh.
It has to be Alan. It has to be. No, Nick is... Roger, what am I going to do?
Okay, you all said I have the buggy double parked out in front. What's wrong?
I don't know. I keep calling and there's no answer.
Yeah, well, so maybe the meeting ran long.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I should go.
So soon? Nick, are you all right? Aren't you feeling well? Nick? What's the matter? Are you okay?
This has been Guiding Light. Jewelry provided by Lee Wolf.